guys, welcome to our quarantine kitchen. Last night, Kellen and I went down to our garden. Well, what is the start of our garden? And we have a lemon tree down there and I got a ton of lemons. I have a whole basket full of lemons. So we're gonna make a lemon tart. I personally am not a huge fan of lemony desserts. However, I'm thinking maybe since these came from our tree down below, maybe I'll love it a little more. And Kellen likes lemon tart, so it's a win-win. Let's get started. Okay, you guys are propped up on 2 puzzle boxes and an upside down basket, so hopefully I'm in frame. Who really knows? The first thing we're gonna do is try to make the graham cracker pretzel crust. It says a cup of graham cracker crumbs and a cup of pretzel crumbs. So I'm gonna use my food processor and just figure it out. If you don't have a food processor, I assume you can just put these in a plastic bag and a rolling pin or some sort of hammer situation, or even your hands, and just crunch it up. But because I have a food processor, let's use it, right? I have been searching high and low for flour, just like regular flour, nowhere, it's all gone. So we are getting innovative, and instead of doing a regular pie crust, we are doing a graham cracker and pretzel crust because A, it sounds delicious, and B, there's just no flour anymore. So you gotta work with what you got. Okay, so we have our 2 cups of crust. So now I'm just gonna get a glass dish, and then it says to put 12 tablespoons of melted butter and half a cup of sugar. Okay, so now I'm adding a half a cup of sugar to the graham cracker and the pretzel. And then I melted 12 tablespoons of butter, but before I put it in, I want to get a spatula. You see it? I found it. I'm still having a hard time, finding things since we moved back into this house. So I'm just gonna fold in this butter and sugar and pretzel and graham cracker. Oh my gosh, this looks really good. I'm gonna say that this is about done. The butter is all incorporated. It's nice and crumbly. I also don't have a pie tin, fun fact. So we're gonna use this baking dish. And then this is half a stick of butter left over from the 12 tablespoons. Yeah, 12 tablespoons that I melted for the crust. So now I'm just gonna use this and butter my baking dish. I almost said baking sheet. Baking dish because it's butter. You can never have too much butter, right, Cal? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna see how this turns out since this isn't a pie tin. I have a feeling that I might just need to watch it a little more carefully. Well, actually, I don't even know if this bakes. Do you bake a lemon tart, or is it just like, I don't even think you bake it. I think you just press it together and refrigerate it. Oh, this is wonderful. All right, I hope that this isn't too big, but let's just put our crust in here. Kel, can you grab the camera and tilt it up here so that they can see this crust situation? And that looks so delicious. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, I love that.
I know, it's literally graham cracker, pretzel, sugar, and melted butter. Okay, so I guess you bake this crust for 6
Sorry.
Bless you.
We do that.
So we're gonna bake the crust for 6 to 7 minutes to set it, and then I think that's it. So we'll put this in the oven.
That's it.
I have all my recipes up on my computer here. But now we're gonna move on to the curd. So we have 4 lemons. They're all various shapes and sizes because they came from our lemon tree. And it says to remove the zest of the lemons with a vegetable peeler or zester, being careful to avoid the white pith. And then squeeze the lemons to make a half a cup of juice and set aside. Have you guys ever like zested your finger or your knuckle? Or even grated your knuckle?
I just found out what that word means.
What? Zested?
Yeah, remember we talked about
Yeah, it's bad.
that? Like, oh, that
so
sounds terrible. Especially if the skin gets left in.
Yeah. So Liesel, my sister-in-law, we are all on a big family group chat, and she the other night sent a picture of her bloody finger, and she goes, I zested my finger. And we were all like, oh my gosh. I've done that before. That's why I'm like being so cautious, because I don't want to do it. Ow, ow, I just did it to my thumb. Oh man, I drew blood. Oh no, I'm glad this is just for us, because this would be a contaminated kitchen.
Oh.
It's not bad, it just, ow.
But that's gonna sting, and you're doing lemons?
I know. Yeah, could you get me a Band-Aid?
Yeah.
Sorry. Ow. It's not bad, but there is some blood, which doesn't bother me, but when you're preparing food, you don't want to have blood. All right, we're back, and we're not gonna zest any more fingers. This is only halfway through the first lemon, and I zested myself. Okay, I zested my lemons, I cut my thumb, and then squeeze lemons to make a ½ cup of juice and set the juice aside. All right, how close are we? 1/4 cup, we're halfway there. Let's look. Maybe one more squeeze. Yay, we got it. Okay, so I put the lemon zest in the food processor, and now I'm gonna put in 1½ cups of sugar. And then you put it on high. You process on high for 2 to 3 minutes until the zest is very finely minced. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, I think we got the sugar and the lemon zest where they're supposed to be. They're nice and fluffy. You can't even see the lemon zest. It just looks like yellow sugar. And now the directions say to put this in a mixing bowl and mix this with a stick of butter. Alright, so now we're going to add the eggs in one at a time. Alright, so once that is nice and smooth, we are going to put the lemon juice, I believe, if I can find my recipe. So add the eggs one at a time, then add the lemon juice and salt. And it's 1/8 teaspoon of salt, so it's not much. And I always measure my salt away from the bowl, just in case you get a little extra or a heavy hand. Salt's not really something you can come back from. So now that everything's in there, mix until combined, and then pour it into a 2-quart saucepan and cook over low heat, stirring constantly, about 10 minutes. I'm gonna put this mixture on the stove, and it says just over low heat for 10 minutes, stirring constantly until it is thickened. So, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes and it actually looks really, really thick. It looks kind of more custardy now, which looks good. So I turned off the heat. I have my finished pie crust, and now I'm just gonna pour this over the top and see what happens. I'm kind of slamming it so that I get the air bubbles to pop, because there's a couple little air bubbles. Basically, this says to just let it set at room temperature. I'm gonna put it in the fridge because Kellen and I both, and pretty much everyone I know, we like cold desserts and like cold lemon bars, cold cake, cold pie, cold, like I like things cold, as opposed to like warm a la mode with a big scoop of ice cream on top. That's still good, but my preference is like a cold treat, a cold berry pie, even cold apple pie. I just like cold pies. So I've only ever really had a cold lemon tart. I don't think I've ever had a warm one, and we're just gonna keep rolling with that theme. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge and I'll check on it in like an hour and we'll see what happens. All right, we're back, and I'm wearing a hat. Not for any reason other than sometimes you just go and put on a hat. The front door is open now because it's such a beautiful day, so I'm sorry if you hear some noise. I just love having like outside, I don't know, the outside sounds. Even if it's the planes, I can hear the ocean waves, I can hear the birds, I can hear the cars, I can hear like, dogs taking their neighbors on walks. Neighbors taking their dogs on walks. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, my lemon tart looks pretty set. I might put it in the fridge for another 30 minutes. It's been 1 hour in the fridge, but at least the dish is chilled. But before I put it back in, I'm gonna put on some fresh berries. Whoops. Kellen. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm gonna wash a couple strawberries. Oh, these are beautiful strawberries. I love summertime. Well, maybe a couple more. I love summer because it's strawberry season, and I have a strawberry plant in my garden, and I'm really, really hoping that it takes. And Kellen even got his own strawberry, I don't know what you'd say, strawberry kit. So he is growing his own strawberries. These are blueberries that I've already washed and put a paper towel down and put in a little plastic container. And then I have blackberries. And I figured it wouldn't be so pretty to put some fruit on the lemon tart. Let's just get creative, right? I lost all my towels. I'm gonna get a little cutting board and a little knife. And I think I'm gonna keep the stems on. Because you know how beautiful it is when you have the green with the red. So I'm just slicing the strawberry, but I'm not going all the way to the top. I'm kind of just going up right underneath that green stem all the way down, because this way, oh, well, I got a little too high on one of them. You can fan it out and put a cute little strawberry fan. Or actually, you know what I should do? I should Google lemon tart with fruit and see what the pictures look like. Because when in doubt, just copy someone else's photo. You know what I'm saying? Lemon tart with berries. Oh, beautiful! Oh my gosh, can you guys see this one? It's like a half moon shape. I don't have a round one though, I have a square. So I need to take that into account that I have a square. Oh man, I really like a lot of these. Shoot, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Oh, this one has flowers on it. Oh, that's stunning. Okay, you know what? I think that this made me more confused. So let's just be done with that. This is actually probably like the most fun part, because then you get to be a little creative. Then you kind of take your masterpiece and then you get to, I keep cutting the end of each one off. That's okay. Oh, it's pretty. Okay, here's the finished decorated tart. The lighting's not the best. Got a heart in the middle, some berries on the side, but I'm gonna put this back in the fridge so that it can set a little more. And then we will have Kellen try it, because I don't know if I'm a good judge to try it because I don't really like lemon things. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be good. But it's gonna go back in the fridge for now. Okay, I'm cutting this to try it. But Kellen, moment of truth.
Mmm.
Is it good?
Mmm.
What's good about it? Is the crust the good part?
The lemon I tasted first, it tastes so delicious. And then I got the crunch, and I love the crunch. It's really good.
So cute.
Look at that, that's so beautiful. Mm.
Welcome
Good
to Brits
job.
Bakery. You know, I don't like
Bakery.
lemon.
But this is really good,
This
right?
is actually really good. I think I like this crust better than a regular pie crust. Also, I think because the lemons came from our tree,
Mm.
makes me happier.
Add a little bit more.
Get in there, buddy. Get in there. It's a winner.
Yeah.
Next time we'll try a traditional tart when we can find.
What's that? What's traditional?
Just with like a regular pie crust, like, you know, the cute little ones. But we haven't found flour, so
That's delicious.
that is it. It's
Brits Bakery.
Brits Bakery.
I love it.
You approve it?
Mm-hmm.
It should be shared with the world.
Yeah.
All right.